اينشتاين بيقول التعليم مفهوش ملل، حط نفسك مكاني هتفقد الامل. ملينا المدرسه ونظام صب وكب، شرح طول الوقت عمل لنا دروب. يا استاذنا عقلي مش سبونج بوب، يشرب المعلومه وبعديها يكب. هنا في نوسكول طلعنا مضروب، لعب مرح تفاعلات هتعجبك يا بوب.
نوسكول أكاديمي. Simply learn different.
Good morning dear students. إن شاء الله النهاردة هنكمل مع بعض lesson 3 وده آخر part عندنا في unit 1. طيب بنتكلم عن إيه؟ بنتكلم عن chemical equations and chemical reactions. وبدأنا المرة اللي فاتت مع بعض في التوبيك ده. طيب in today's lesson عايزاكم كلكم تبقوا عارفين يعني إيه direct combination reaction. وهنتكلم عن 3 different types of chemical reactions. وآخر حاجة هنتكلم عليها النهاردة we will explain some harmful effects and also some benefits and the important vital rules of chemical reactions in our everyday life. Welcome in today's lesson and I know you can all do it. Let's get started. طيب خلينا الأول نفكر مع بعض. هل فعلا في different types of chemical reactions? Yes, we will be speaking today about 3 important types of chemical reactions. وتاني حاجة هنتكلم عليها النهاردة harmful effects of chemical reactions. يعني مش كل chemical reactions are beneficial to human and the environment. لا كمان في many harmful effects of chemical reactions. والنهاردة هنتكلم بالتفصيل أكتر some of these harmful effects. بس قبل ما نبدأ عايزاكم توقفوا الفيديو وتفكروا في السؤال ده. It's very easy واتكلمنا عليه المرة اللي فاتت. Can you please mark the reactant and the product side? We have A plus B will give AB. So in your science notebook, write down which are the reactants and which are the product. برافو عليكم. Thank you so much for solving the question. خلينا بقى نبدأ في أول part عندنا النهاردة. Direct combination reaction. طيب باينة من اسمها إن هو عبارة عن direct combination. So I'm combining reactants like A will combine with B to form a new product which is AB. واتكلمنا المرة اللي فاتت إن this is a new product with a new properties. طيب خلينا نفتكر مع بعض ال definition of chemical reaction. اتفقنا إن it's a process that involves the breakdown of bonds in the reactant side to form new bonds in the product side. هنركز النهاردة عن 3 أنواع من chemical reactions. So, types of chemical reactions are element-element reaction, compound with another compound, and element with another compound. وكلهم are types of direct combination reaction. أنا عارفة إن كلهم شبه بعض بس دلوقتي هنعرف إزاي نفرق ما بين كل نوع. بس الأول أنا عايزة أفكركم إيه الفرق ما بين element and compound. Element is the simplest form. It's only one type of atom. يعني for example helium, chlorine, oxygen. بس compound is formed from 2 or more elements. When they combine together, they form a compound. For example, H2O, which is the water molecule, or carbon dioxide. يبقى لما بلاقيها in a simple form, this is called an element. بس لما الاقيها عبارة عن different atoms مع بعض, so this is a compound. طيب علشان الموضوع يبقى سهل عليكم, خلينا نتخيل in direct combination reaction, it's like making a cake. A and B are the reactants. أكنهم ال ingredients of the cake. المكونات اللي أنا محتاجاها علشان أعمل بيها الكيك. For example, baking powder, eggs, or milk. طيب ال final product عندي اللي هو AB and this represents the final cake. So, direct combination reaction, it's the same as doing a cake. And it's really easy. يلا صحصحوا معايا علشان نتكلم أكتر يعني إيه chemical reaction. طيب ركزوا معايا بقى علشان نبدأ ونتكلم مع بعض يعني إيه direct combination reaction. So it's a chemical reaction in which 2 or more elements or compounds which represents the reactant will react to form a product. يعني A with B they will form a product of A, B. خلينا نتكلم عن the first type of chemical reactions and it is element with another element. بس في الجزء ده هنتكلم عن حاجتين. هنتكلم إن ال elements can be two non-metals or they can be one metal and one non-metal. خلينا نتكلم عن أول حاجة if we have two non-metal elements. طيب ناخد example. If I have the reactants carbon atom plus two oxygen atoms, يبقى الاتنين are non-metal and both are elements. They will react to form carbon dioxide. And always remember to balance the chemical equation. طيب تاني نوع عندي if I have one metal and one non-metal. For example, magnesium, which is a metal, reacts with oxygen, which is a non-metal. يبقى دول represents. يبقى المغنيسيوم and oxygen represents the reactant will react together in a chemical reaction to form magnesium oxide. And this is the product. طيب, do you think the chemical equation is balanced? برافو عليكم. It need to be balanced. طيب لو عايزين تفتكروا how to balance this chemical equation, go watch this video. Scan the QR code, اتفرجوا على الفيديو وتعالوا علشان نكمل بقية الدرس مع بعض. يبقى علشان أفكركم دي ال answer of the balanced chemical equation. خلينا نتكلم أكتر عن بعض ال examples of element with another element. Example عندي المغنيسيوم. It reacts with nitrogen to form magnesium nitride. يبقى أنا عندي two elements react together in a direct combination reaction to form magnesium nitride product. Another example is the hydrogen, which is an element. It reacts with another element as chlorine to form 2HCl, which is hydrochloric acid. Another example of element with another element in a direct combination reaction, calcium element reacts with sulfur element and both react together in a direct combination reaction to form calcium sulfide product. آخر example علشان نتأكد إن إحنا كلنا فهمنا مع بعض يعني إيه element with another element is the sulfur with oxygen. When they react together, they give a product of sulfur dioxide. Now, let's talk about the second type of chemical reactions. It is element with another compound. Example اللي عندي carbon monoxide, it's CO, and this represents the compound because it is made up of two different types of atoms. So carbon monoxide reacts with an element called oxygen. يبقى أنا عندي reactant side عبارة عن carbon monoxide plus oxygen. They react together to form carbon dioxide. طيب الأول لازم نتأكد إن it's a balanced chemical equation. The end product is 2CO2. يبقى أنا عندي 2 carbon atoms. يبقى أنا كمان محتاجة add 2 carbons in the reactant side. يبقى ال final product of the chemical equation will be 2 carbon monoxide plus O2 will give 2CO2. Now let's take another example about element with another compound. عندي compound اسمه nitrogen oxide. It's NO. It will react with an element of O2. يبقى دول ال reactant side and they will form nitrogen dioxide, which is the product. Now let's talk about the last and third type of chemical reactions, and it is compound with another compound. Example اللي عندي ammonia, which is NH3, that reacts with HCl, which is hydrochloric acid. They enter in a chemical reaction, direct combination reaction, to form a product of ammonium chloride. طيب خلينا نتأكد هل ال chemical equation is balanced or no. طيب خلينا نشوف the number of atoms. We have 4 hydrogen atoms in the reactant site. وكمان عندنا 4 atoms of hydrogen in the product site. يبقى أول حاجة الهيدروجين balanced. خلينا نشوف النيتروجين. We only have 1 nitrogen in the reactant site and also only 1 nitrogen in the product site. So the number of nitrogen is also balanced. آخر حاجة خلينا نشوف الكلورين. كمان عندنا only 1 chlorine in the product. كمان عندنا only 1 chlorine in the reactant site and only 1 chlorine atom in the product site. يبقى نقدر نقول إن it is a balanced chemical equation. Now it's your time to solve this quiz. Pause the video, scan the QR code, حلوا الكويز وتعالوا علشان نكمل الدرس مع بعض.
ولأن شرب المية بيساعد على التركيز، دوس بوز وروح اشرب مية وتعال بسرعة، ما تتأخرش.
كمان في حاجة نسيت أقولها لكم، إن لما الأمونيا will react with hydrochloric acid, ammonia is an alkali, it's a base. When it reacts with HCl, which is, برافو عليكم, it's an acid, they form ammonium chloride. And ammonium chloride is represented as a white cloud of ammonium chloride. Now, I want you all to solve these 4 questions. It's very easy. You need to write if it is element with element, element with compound, or compound with compound direct combination reaction. Thank you so much for solving the quiz. Now it's time for answers. أول سؤال, it was element with another element. And the second question, it was compound with another compound. The third question, it is element with compound. And finally, the fourth question, it is element with another element. I hope you understand this part. It's really easy. You only need to study it well and solve all the questions again. Now, let's talk about the second part in today's lesson. هنتكلم عن chemical reaction in our life. Chemical reactions have a very important and vital role in our lives. But it can also have some negative and harmful effects on us, on humans, and on the environment, on the earth. خلينا الأول نبدأ ونتكلم عن some useful applications of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions is involved in modern industries, in the manufacture of many different products. For example, medicines, الأدوية, وكمان fertilizers, and fuel and car batteries. أنا عارفة إن انتوا تعبتوا بس خلاص this is the last part. خلينا نتكلم شوية بقى عن ال harmful effects، وده الجزء المهم جدا عندنا في الدرس. طيب ايه ال harmful effects that can happen from chemical reactions؟ أول حاجة خلينا نتكلم from the burning of fuels. Actually, the burning of fuels inside a car, في 2 important harmful gases are released. أول واحد carbon dioxide، تاني واحد carbon monoxide. And those 2 gases are toxic gases. They cause environmental pollution and also affects humans' health. حاجة مهمة جدا محتاجين نعرفها إن carbon dioxide acts as a greenhouse gas. يعني إيه greenhouse gas؟ Actually, from the sun, there are rays that penetrate the earth. But as a result, also there are some rays that return back from earth in order to maintain a good temperature, atmospheric temperature for all living creatures, سواء for humans, for animals, or for plants. كلنا عارفين قد إيه الشمس من النعم المهمة جدا جدا اللي ربنا أداها لنا. It is a source of heat and light energy for the earth. And it also have a very important health and environmental benefits. But what actually happens due to greenhouse gases, something called greenhouse effects. زي ما احنا شايفين في الصورة إن في sun rays from the sun penetrates the earth's surface. As a result, there is an increase in the earth temperature. بس في العادي اللي بيحصل إن بعض ال sun rays actually returns back to the universe. But due to the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, there is a rise in the atmospheric temperature. وطبعا نتيجة درجة الحرارة العالية, this affects humans, animals as well as plants. لو حابين تعرفوا أكتر عن ال greenhouse effect, you can scan this QR code, watch the video about greenhouse effect, and come back to talk about the second harmful gas, which is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is the gas that is released from the cars, and it is a very, very harmful gas. Carbon dioxide is a very toxic and harmful gas. It causes a severe damage to humans and the environment as a whole. طيب إيه الحاجات اللي ممكن الكربون دايوكسيد يعملها؟ أول حاجة dizzy, headache, difficulty breathing, and fainting. ممكن الواحد من كتر ما هوش قادر يتنفس يغمى عليه من الكربون مونوكسيد gas. Also, carbon monoxide gas causes stomach ache. يعني الواحد كمان بطنه ممكن توجعه. So there are many harmful effects of carbon monoxide on our health. دلوقتي هنتكلم عن another harmful gas that is released due to harmful chemical reactions. And it is sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide. دول اسمهم acidic gases because they are acidic in nature. اللي بيحصل إن actually due to these gases بيكون في very harmful effects on our health. It affects the respiratory system, الجهاز التنفسي. As a result بيكون في breathing problems, مشاكل في التنفس، وكمان نتيجة إن هو acidic gases كمان بيحصل corrosion to the buildings. Now هنتكلم عن the second acidic gas, which is nitrogen oxide. Nitrogen oxide leads to various health problems, بس mainly it affects the nervous system, الجهاز العصبي, and also cause irritation to the eye. يبقى احنا اتكلمنا عن two acidic gases, sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide. علشان هم acidic gases, they cause something called acidic rain. يعني ال raining بيكون ليه acidic nature. وطبعا نتيجة ال acidic rain بيحصل damage to all plants, to even humans, buildings, animals, and fish in water. آخر حاجة هنتكلم عليها burning of coal and cellulosic fibers. يعني such as burning of papers and cigarettes during smoking actually leads to many harmful effects. First, on the environment, it causes air pollution, and even on our health, it leads to lung diseases and lung cancer. So now we can see air pollution and lung cancers, and it's mainly due to burning of papers and burning of cigarettes. Now, mission accomplished. الحمد لله خلصنا الدرس النهارده، بس هطلب منكم ان انتوا تحلوا اخر كويز عندنا في الدرس النهارده. So, scan the QR code, solve the final quiz، وتعالوا بسرعة علشان نتكلم عن المايند ماب of today's lesson. أهم جزء عندنا كان النهارده اللي اتكلمنا فيه عن ال types of direct combination reaction. اتكلمنا it can be element with element، وأخدنا examples كتيرة. اتكلمنا كمان عن ال elements with another compound، واتكلمنا كمان عن ال compound with another compound. Now it's homework time. زي ما احنا متعودين أنا هطلب منكم إن انتوا تذاكروا الدرس بتاع النهارده كويس جدا، وتكتبوا أي أسئلة عندكم in your science notebook, and I will be really happy to answer all your questions. وكمان عندنا ال 5 MCQ quiz نحلهم، وآخر حاجة هنلاقي عندنا homework من كتاب المدرسة، وهتلاقوا number of pages موجودة في اللينكس تحت. And finally, don't forget to watch the video and scan all the QR codes. المرة الجاية إن شاء الله هندخل في Unit 2، وهنتكلم أكتر عن الفورس، gravitational force, electromagnetic force, and nuclear force. Bye bye. Thank you so much for your time. See you next time. Bye bye.
نتمنى من كل قلبنا الحصة تكون عجبتك، وبنقول لك ما تنساش تحل الكويز اللي في المصادر، وكمان تقيم الحصة تحت في التعليقات. منتظرينك في اللايف في حفظ الله.